Hello everyone, my name is Chris. In this video I would like to give my honest opinion about the mid-season patch in the finals that came out a few days ago. We'll talk about balance, meta compositions, ranked, the state of cheaters, and overall how do I feel about the game right now. I'd like to start off with the most fundamental and important thing that actually determines everything, the current state of the ranked system. Because before we've had complaints with cheaters, that was by far the most requested thing that they would fix, is like, no, please, I don't want to have people that are shooting through shields, blatantly aimbotting, wall hacking, and it feels like developers kind of tackled this problem, because for the past 2 days I've been playing a lot and I haven't gotten any obvious cheater that would actually just like destroy me without any chance. Another complaint was obviously the skill-based matchmaking, where lower skill level players would rank up against like top 500 players, and it would cause situations where not only you are not having fun as a new player, because obviously the challenge is far greater than your capabilities, but better players are also not getting enough experience, not getting reality checked for the mistakes they are making. And when you are repeating your action over and over and over again for a prolonged amount of time, you find yourself in a situation where it becomes a habit, and then habit forms your playstyle, and the playstyle is how people would judge you. So if you were to take a really good player that actually plays only against silver players, not only he's not gonna progress as a player, but will become a lot worse because of the mistakes that he will make unconsciously without even giving a benefit of a doubt to it. So I feel like these two things have been amazing for the finals right now. They kind of tackled the problem with cheaters. Again, I haven't seen a single one, as well as made skill-based matchmaking better than it was before. Still not great, like I am currently sitting in top 500, my friends are top 100, and we are matching against platinum players, which is absolutely fine. I'm all about that, especially after we've been playing only against silver, bronzes and golds for like 1.5 seasons for now. Games are a little bit harder, not to the point they would feel like scrims, not to the point where they would feel like tournament matches. No, ranked is in like a very balanced, calm state where you would still have players that are playing non-meta compositions, they are playing non-meta weapons, non-meta abilities, and this is absolutely fine. The game is not designed to be something like, oh, we gotta min-max, we gotta make sure that this is like, everything is perfect, and if you are not playing this gun, you are an idiot, and if you are not playing that ability, you are throwing. No, ranked system at its finest is just a place where you go and you have fun, when you go and you try your strategies, when you like do something new. It's not the place where you play Scar double movement and you're like, oh guys, let's be all serious and stuff. Because at the end of the day, you are not losing anything. Your rank doesn't mean anything in this game. Your KD doesn't matter anything in this game. Your win rate doesn't matter anything in this game. So what end up matters is the quality of fun that you are getting in the process of you playing the game. And it feels like developers are getting closer and closer in order to tackle this problem. Because what would happen before is that, let's pretend that I am a new player, right? I have 20 hours in game, completely new, not familiar with competitive side of the game. I just have good aim because I come from other FPS titles, and then I match against best players as a solo queue player, and they are just completely destroying me alive. I'm being tossed around like an idiot, and it all turns into like dark hell for me, right? My experience is ruined. I'm gonna install the game, hence the player retention numbers that are going lower, and lower time to time, right? Or not time to time, but every single month, to the point where we would have like as low as 7,000 players in potentially one of the best FPS titles in the world to ever exist. The most unique one, the best one. You see, I'm not a hater, I'm just stating facts. I love the game and I wish it the best. I really want this game to succeed so I can actually try myself and become a better player as best as I possibly can be, right? But if it fails, that's absolutely fine. So I honestly had pretty good experience in ranked. I feel like 24 players instead of 48 makes it so much better because you are playing more players. So the player structure is a little bit diverse to the point where you almost never run into same people, whereas before you would always play against same players. As well as you have variety of maps that you can choose from, and this is absolutely amazing, like to the point where, wow, you can actually play multiple maps a day. Let's pretend that you have like 3 hours to play, and then before you would play like 2 Las Vegas, which you absolutely hate, and you're like, damn, this is terrible, I freaking hate this map. Now in 3 hours you will be able to play like 5 maps, right? And if you get knocked out, obviously you can play more, and you just have more diversity, more variety, ability to actually play the things that you enjoy a little bit more, but as well as the things that you hate a little bit less. So this is also a really, really good thing. Another aspect that I really wanted to talk about is going to be balance changes as well as meta compositions that are reigning right now. I would say that we are in a very, very bad meta, because every single time there is double heavy meta, you understand that the game is in a terrible state. Like, ideally, you want your light to be the main character, and in a design of the game, you actually had, like, at its core, I feel like the game is designed to play around your light player. He has to be the main character, he has to be the hero, he has to be the solo carry potential person that's actually going in and makes the difference while you are playing with your heavy. While in reality right now you just play double heavy, you have 8 barricades, double mesh, double bubble, double RPG, double Lewis gun, and so much effective HP. Like, a single heavy player has 700 HP on his shield, 350 HP on his health pool, and then he's got 300 on a bubble, and then he's got natural cover and an unbreakable barricade on top of that. And you can actually receive the heal from medium, and you quickly realize that as a medium player or as a light player, you have little to no chances to actually make the difference against these players. So it is a complete disaster. It is absolutely awful and terrible. I hate this meta. And if you think that double heavy is not the problem, you just haven't played against a really, really good double heavy team. The chances of you winning against them is borderline 0. Even if you get through and qualify twice, you're just gonna get melted in the finals because of how much effective HP and room for error these players have. And the problem is that they're not even being reality checked for the mistakes they're making. You can be the worst idiot on planet Earth and just press a few buttons and you're gonna be completely fine. Like, the game balance is gonna erase the mistakes that you had, and it is absolutely awful. It should never be like that, and oh, I'm absolutely not a fan. I am absolutely not a fan of that. In terms of light, I feel like light received very, very unnecessary nerf. Very unnecessary, to the point where we've had a situation where light class was absolutely fine, and then it turned into something terrible. They nerfed it once and they're like, yo, in next patch we're gonna nerf it even more. So many players I know lost their job, bro. Lost their job as light OTP players because of these changes. And then again, if you nerf something that counters something, you actually buff the subject of the countering, right? So if you nerf the thing that nerfs heavy, you buff heavy indirectly without changing anything, right? So they cooked up the glitch, they cooked up the stun, and they cooked up everything. I honestly just don't see any counterplay. Like, realistically speaking, how much better you have to be on light in order to actually 1v1 a heavy? How much better you have to be? A guy needs to be like gold 3 and you have to be high diamond. You absolutely cannot miss a single shot. Or else you're not gonna kill him. It's like fighting a final boss that literally like snaps you in half if you are making a mistake, right? And he can always... And then they cooked Invis, which was like the war. Like, I don't know who complained about Invis. Who complained about Invis? This is like the main fundamental reason why the game why light is even in the game. I honestly have no clue why developers would go for stuff like this, but a patch after patch, I feel like their balancing team is just very, very delusional, and they actually don't know how to fix and balance out the game. This is gonna be my take. In terms of anything else like bugs, maybe leaderboard, I'm thinking, not really, not really. The game, I feel like if the game would release with what we have right now, plus heavy, medium, light meta, it would have the potential to be great. Right now, I feel like we just have to wait for season 3. I understand that nothing is gonna change probably. I understand that it's just a full of copium. But again, as long as casual players are playing this game, my bills are gonna be paid. I'm gonna eat well. So I honestly don't care about the competitive scene, and yeah, this is something like that. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know about your experience in the mid-season 2 patch of the finals. I'm reading every single comment, and if I find an interesting question, I might make a video about it. So let me know. See you in the next one. Take care.